Morning, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about how to sell more products on video and how to get really good at selling on video. Listen, this is something that I've helped a lot of people with really for the last 10, 15 years is getting really good at video. This is one of the core beliefs of everything that I teach, that I help people with when it comes to marketing, advertising, and sales, is using video to duplicate yourself and your sales process and sales messaging across multiple platforms to multiple people. Now listen, the goal of any good video advertising campaign is to help the customer experience the product or service before they click and buy from you, before they read your sales process. And you're creating an inner dialogue with them. You're making a dialogue with a monologue. It's a two-step process where you're able to articulate multiple things. You tell a story about who you are, what the product is, why somebody who's watching the video needs the product, and then how they can purchase it. You have to end it with a call to action. From here, people usually have a series of questions, and what's great is you can use technology on Instagram, Facebook, Google to retarget people with follow-up videos. If they watch your video, if they go to your website, they can get a follow-up video to answer their questions. So for instance, you might inform them or make them curious about something, or maybe even a video that's a related topic that's not a sales pitch. For instance, I might make a video about getting good at selling on video, just like this. And then a few weeks down the road, if I have a product, service, or free offer to offer you, you might see another video from me, because you know who I am, that's then selling you on what I'm offering, okay? So you're creating a dialogue and a monologue and also building trust with them by delivering value and then having follow-up videos come in. And this is a mechanism that's built into all of these platforms nowadays. You can track if somebody watched a video, then you can show them a follow-up video. If they visited your website, you can show them a follow-up video. That exact person who watched your video, or visited your website, can then see a video on their favorite platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, that then continue the relationship. You're building a video relationship with these people. And what it is if people don't want the relationship with you, they can click off. They can turn the video off. They don't have to watch your video. They don't have to continue the relationship with you. But those are the most qualified prospects, those that take action, those that show that they have an interest in what you're offering. For instance, one thing I love to track is if they click a button on a landing page to take them to another page, or sometimes I'll track if they scrolled and read the whole landing page, or if they got to the end of a 5 to 10 minute video. If somebody is getting to the end of a video where you are informing them on a product or service, there is a very good chance that they are a much more highly qualified prospect than somebody who watched at the beginning of the video and clicked off after 10 seconds. For instance, if you're still watching this video right now at this point, 3 minutes in, I know that you have more interest in this topic than somebody who turned the video off 2 minutes ago. You know that. You know that about yourself. You know that watching this video. And so that's the example of that. And then you might have some questions, for instance. And I'm using this as an example of myself, but I want to hone this in for you to help. For instance, let's say you did a video on the benefits of organic versus chemical-based products, dangerous chemicals, and then you maybe a week down the road you did a follow-up video or even a blog post that's a follow-up with a course, a program, maybe a free white paper or a product line, say for like Young Living Oils or something like that. That's how you're following up with the dialogue to the most qualified customers. You have an opportunity to do these follow-up campaigns. And what I found is this. A lot of times on video, the first step is this. We have to say who we are. Hey, I'm Jeremiah Krakowski. I've been doing this for a long time. You know, why you need this. You go into what the product is. I don't really have a product I'm selling right now. My product is, listen, I've been working in the field of internet marketing and sales for about 15 years. And so I go on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, every single morning with tips and tricks and knowledge for you to learn from my experience for free every single morning. And so I want you to subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and watch my videos every single morning, because I know that if you do this every single day, you will get results in your life and in your business. So go ahead and follow that. That would be my sales pitch for maybe this video. If I was doing a video, and then maybe I would do a follow-up video from there that would continue our relationship together. Maybe I would promote a follow-up video to you, another video. And some of you who are watching these videos, you've already seen some of that happen where I'm promoting other videos to those that are watching my videos. It's just free content. I'm wanting to engage you on my thought process, my mindset, my beliefs about sales and marketing, because I know that if you start to understand how this all works, there's so many layers of it. And my goal is to create a masterclass for you for free on my YouTube, on my Facebook, and on my Instagram every single morning, 1 point for 10 minutes every single day. That's my goal. And if I have to do these forever, I will, to help you with that. And we're building a relationship together. And then I'm able to do follow-up campaigns. I'm able to maybe, you know, when I have a product or service, show you that. What you're doing is you're able to take the initial ad and then repeatedly deliver value, and then show the customer, you know, you could give them an offer, maybe a limited time discount, maybe an offer to get in before midnight, or to a high value offer at a low cost that has a limited amount of space. For instance, that's how you can use video, and it's a 1-2 punch. You show them the initial video, or it's just content like this. A lot of times I've seen people make the mistake where they're only doing sales videos, they're only promoting sales videos, and they're not promoting content, teaching content. So for instance, if you're in this video, you've gotten 7 minutes into this video, and I usually track about 75% of the video views, you are even more interested and qualified to me as a prospect than somebody who got 50% into the video. And this applies to you, whatever your product service is. If you're informing somebody, let's say you're selling a music album and you're talking about it, and they listen to your song all the way through, somebody who listens to your music repeatedly is more qualified to buy your album than somebody who clicked off after 10 seconds and didn't like your sound. So this is the concept. This is getting into the mind and the psychology of people that are watching video, and then how do we deliver to them with these campaigns. Now, one of the things that I do really well is I help people get good at video and at advertising. And as a result of that, I've been testing. I know what works, I know what doesn't. And so helping people put a plan together and a series together is something that I do in a service that I offer to people. So if you do want that, and maybe you want to work with me on that, it does start at about $4,000. I'm just letting you know that. That's the baseline level to work with me to do your campaigns, your funnels, video, stuff like that. But if you want to, and it makes sense for us, I don't work with everybody, send me a message and we can talk about that. Me helping you put together your campaigns, put together your sales campaigns, your videos. That's a very soft sell right there. And for instance, that is something that I offer people, but it's not something that I really put out there a lot. And so that is A, something that if you want that, I can deliver, but B, I want you to also get really good at articulating on video, practice. And the first thing I tell people is this: practice doing videos repeatedly over and over again, and you'll get better at it every single day. A lot of times people are not good on video because they aren't practiced at it and they're nervous about how they look. Imagine you're talking to a close friend when you're on video, and then break down those 4 things: who you are, what the product is, why they need it, and how they can take action. And then you make a repeated video. Say, hey, listen, you know, I know you watched the last video I did. I'm trying to think for some of my university clients. Listen, we have limited space in our university this week. If you sign up, you can save $500 on your enrollment. So that's a campaign that we would run, like for a university, for instance, an enrollment retargeting campaign to people that watched through that video. And so that's an example of that. I want you to get good at this and practice recording yourself on video, talking on the camera, and working through this process and getting really good at articulating the experience and helping people experience your product or service. Listen, you can't listen to them. So in a normal sales process, you would listen to somebody's needs. You can listen in the comments of what people say, but a lot of times you have to create a dialogue, an inner dialogue with somebody. It's a monologue dialogue where you're talking back and forth to them and you're answering their questions while they're watching your video. And I'm doing that constantly even when I'm recording video. And when you do this, and then you create follow-up videos that maybe answer some of the questions that people are leaving in the comments, you can start to create a video campaign that will help people to enroll in your product, enroll in your service, come to your event, and you're reminding them that you're there, that you're still there. A lot of times people forget who you are and what you offered them in the initial ad that they saw. So they have to see an ad 5 to 10 to even 15 times before they decide to purchase from you. And if they're still watching your ads after that time, they're more qualified, and eventually, you know, it might go from a high ticket item to maybe just a free opt-in offer just to get a name and email address or a phone number. That's okay. That's the initial sale, the initial enrollment, the initial buy-in for them. And when you can help them do that, and you do that over video, and you get better at this, also having new videos every single month, every single week. I've seen people try to run campaigns on videos that are 4 or 5 months old, and they're wondering why they're not converting. It's because people get tired of seeing the same video all the time. They subconsciously, they didn't watch your video, but they see the picture of it in their feed, and they're tired of it. You need a new video, new background behind you. And when you do this, you can start to get results with your video campaigns. This is the first step of that. So I want you to go out there and practice. Record a video today. Record something. Record just a teaching, maybe a live like this, and talk about what your product or service is that you offer, or just a topic that you can help people with. It doesn't even have to be selling something. Just a topic to help people with. And if you do this consistently, methodically, you'll start to get results with your video campaigns. Have a good one, everybody, and we'll talk soon.